What's up, guys? This is Bad X Ginger Gaming. I am, of course, Bad X Ginger. Glad to have you back for what is this, episode 6 of Baldur's Gate 3, our Tactician mode playthrough, and my first of Tactician. I'm freaking tired, man. Toddlers are hard, I'm telling you. We're dealing with transitioning her off of pacifier and stuff, which is, golly, if I could give y'all some advice, new parents, expectant parents, just don't give them a pacifier. It's not freaking worth the hassle down the line. It's not good for them in the first place. Negatively affects dental development, which of course I know, and did it anyway because newbie parent, I was weak-willed in the moment and it just became a problem. Became a thing that she became dependent upon, and now we're trying to break her of it, and it's going pretty well, sort of. In that, like, this is what, hasn't even been a week yet, and I mean, she's been good. Except that now she either struggles to do so or doesn't take a nap at all. And child, I need my nap. Even if I'm not taking the nap with her, that's my time to like recharge, refocus, get my mind right for an afternoon of a toddler with way more energy than I've got. Oh. Golly, man. Hence the larger cup of coffee. Oh, golly, that's freaking hot. Let me not scald myself on stream. That'd be super. Whew. So, forgive me if before that kicks in, I'm a little dumb tonight. I'm just freaking... I'm like strung out. I'm so exhausted, man. Oh, man. Maybe not strung out. I think that's got like a drug connotation. Obviously, I would never do that crap. Just... I don't know, just wiped out, man. Just freaking wiped out. Oh, I've noticed. Let the wife do her thing with the hair, and this was the result. Quite a bit longer than I expected. I was thinking she'd want just like... Bzz. Just a second. Thought I heard something. Sorry. Don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, that's right. I thought she'd want it shorter. But I'm pleasantly surprised that she wanted kind of like a medium length. And I'm shocked that I kind of like it because I've never been one to prefer this length. But, you know, I think it looks good. It's growing on me. I can take it or leave it. You know, I'm easy to please. Long hair, short hair, medium hair, no hair, whatever, you know, it's just hair. But no, I dig it. Now, where were we? Last time. So we're in the Blighted Village, right? Last time actually went really well, shockingly so. What was it? We started off doing the fight with the ogres. The group of 3, the one with the intellect headband thing that makes him like +5 intelligence or whatever. Or no, 17 intelligence. So we took care of that. Dealt with a little bit of physics nonsense again. For example, confirming that bad guys can shoot through windows and you cannot. Yeah, kind of pissed me off a little bit, to be honest. I feel like that's extremely unfair in a unfun way. You know, you expect probably a certain degree of unfairness for higher difficulty. That's the point, you know. It's the challenge, right? But that kind of unfairness is just, well, plain unfair. Why is it they can do a simple task that you're unable to? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of crap is that? So anyway, that's what we did. That's how we started off, and then we continued exploring. We found the cellar um, side quest thing. Explored that. You know, unlocked the little secret passageway thing. Underground to the mirror, the ornate mirror thing. Um, and we have ventured past it, and I believe we just unlocked the door that leads to that necromancy book. Necromancy Book of Thay or some nonsense. I can't remember what it's called. So yeah, that's where we left off. Little background, Yul Torshul. Okay, that's my my character's name. If you've played Skyrim, you might recognize that as the name of the Firebreath Shout. He's a golden dragonborn, oath of vengeance, paladin of Bahamut. He's the second of 3 characters I played in the tabletop version of D&D 5th edition. In the Tomb of Annihilation module, campaign module that I played with my friends. He's easily one of my favorite characters that I've played as. His whole backstory is well, first of all, there's a thing called the Death Curse in Tomb of Annihilation, right? Which basically means if you're dead, you're dead. You can't be resurrected. And there's some stuff in there that I won't spoil if you haven't played through the module. But you're aware of that, at least usually from the get-go, depending on what your DM, how your DM's running it, right? I find that to be a pretty easy way to kind of like get everybody assembled as a party, right? How you'll kind of how he kind of like got wound up with all that, involved in all that, is his wife succumbed to illness that despite his best efforts he couldn't prevent, couldn't cure, couldn't, all that. Did everything he could, blah blah blah, and still succumbed. And then he comes to find that this death curse is a thing, you know. So he swears an oath of vengeance against those responsible for it, and that basically got him, shoot, I just forgot what I was about to say, golly. Got him hooked up with the rest of the player characters, essentially. So I'm trying as best I can to RP my dialogue choices as close to what he would say as possible, right? Taking into account end results of dialogue choices, what's available as a dialogue choice, and what are the repercussions that you would be able to live with, or would be most in character for him, that sort of thing. So yeah, I think y'all are kind of caught up. Let's go and get started. Yeah, let's go and get started. So I found out from a buddy of mine that there's a new mod, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition mod for this game. I very much expect to do a playthrough of that. Heck yeah, dude. Although I think it's like in beta form or something right now. It's not fully fleshed out. Still really excites me. And I very much intend to do a playthrough. with that mod active.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Indeed. That is not... So, I mean, that's like a trap. I'm trying to disarm it.
Let's avoid that trap.
Dang, I can't even fail it. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. That's what I really wanted to disarm. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's bullshit. I'm not letting that mechanic screw me. In real D&D, that's not a thing. You don't get a critical success or a critical failure from a skill check. Like in that 1 and that 20, it doesn't matter. It matters what your total roll is. Now, me personally, I like rewarding as a DM. Like I like rewarding nat 20s even in a skill check, but it's bullshit for a game that does rules as written when it wants to. You know what I mean? And I'm just not.
A trap.
Just no.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
Alright. Now, I've got access to this book. Let's do new save for this episode. Who should open it? I don't even remember. Something happens. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have the, there's a purple dude. A gem stone that goes into the center. I don't recall what happens with this book. They... Never trust what an AI answers on Google. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, good to know. Once Asterion takes possession of it, you can't give it to anybody else. Good thing I looked at this, or I would have been annoyed later if I decided to change my mind on something. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to figure out what it actually gives you because I don't think I've ever used it. I've always gotten it, never used it because I've never played a character that would be interested in doing so. Alright, once you get the dark amethyst, is the gemstone that you insert into the mouth on the cover, which you'll see in just a second when I pick it up. Turn the page 3 times, doing a wisdom save each time with progressively harder DCs. Fail one save, you get a debuff. Fail two saves, you get a worse debuff. Both of which can be removed with remove curse. Blah blah blah. Asterion can specifically, rather, Asterion specifically can lower the final DC from 20 to 15 with a unique dialogue option. Okay. Turn one page, you permanently grant to the reader Speak with Dead as a ritual spell. Turn all 3 pages, regardless of success, grants Forbidden Knowledge. Passive feature, which does something, I don't know. Permanent passive, blah 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 blah. Increases wisdom saving throws and ability checks by +1. Alright, that's not nothing. Okay. Question becomes, who would use it, and who would that be most useful? Like, who would most benefit from +1 to wisdom? Oh, that's cool. There's stuff you can do in Act 3 with this? See, I never actually looked up the particulars of this one before. Hmm. Doesn't grant you unique knowledge in Act 3. Just gives... If you have Asterion and do all the stuff involving the book, gives a plot point earlier than normal. Okay, I mean, cool, but what does that actually do? There we go. Okay. So there's 2 parts of this. The first is what I just said. The second, in Act 3, assuming the same person does the Act 3 stuff, right? You can gain for that character permanent ability that allows him to summon 4 ghouls once per long rest, which I think is pretty cool. But I think that's not what I'm trying to do with this playthrough. I do want to do a playthrough with like basically everybody's a necromancer. I think that'd be really cool. That's not this one though. So that being said,
What to do?
where's... Do I have to read it? Can I just like pick it up, put it in my bag?
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You can sense something dark about this tome, something profane.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
We're gonna put that away. He doesn't need to be opening that. As a paladin, he would never even consider doing so. I have a lot of crap I gotta sell. Like a lot of crap. Okay. Now, there is other stuff down here. I think we came in through right here. That's right. Well, let's look at all the stuff. Absolutely. Hmm. So the purpose of that is to give you a hint, which, if you didn't pick up on, I assume that is what the journal update did for you. Okay, blah blah blah. Hmm. Okay. So there's a well that will. Oh, I'll take a key. There's a well that'll take you down. Obviously, stupid. Obviously, it'll take you down. But it'll take you to basically where that little gym is, and allow use the wrong word. Basically, you'll fight a bunch of big ass spiders and some other things like as you approach. Have a short rest. Get all my stuff.
Quite ready for you.
0 spell slots for this guy. Also no mage armor. Problem.
What am I to do?
She's got her stuff. He just assassinates people. Doesn't have stuff to have.
I've got a long road ahead.
Alrighty then. Let's find that well. Why did I choose to go that way? I forget where the well is at. I think there are multiple wells.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Yeah, that's about right.
Dry stones line the wall, but the darkness below is impenetrable. The coin disappears into the well. After a moment, you hear a soft clink, not a splash.
Let's get on down
Touch the
there.
webs. I'd hate to disturb the locals.
Right.
What's next?
Let me see. Does she still have preserved life? She most certainly does. So there's a fight. There's a fight in here. The kind of lesser enemies, right? Little minion kind of dudes. And then there's a big fight. Giant ass spider. More spiders, you know, that kind of thing. So I'd like to save the short rest until after this fight, essentially. Right before the fight with the giant spider. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to save it. I'm going to have Who's It's use freaking preserve life. But cool. Yeah, it's channel divinity. Now I forget. Does channel divinity recharge on short rest? Where conditions, features, I mean, why the hell is that not there? That's really annoying. That should be visible on your character sheet. You know, what the hell they do. I don't know how. Perhaps, recharge on short rest, or answers that question.
Still alive. So that's progress.
I shall take all the loot I can get. Love how the spider silk cocoons are red as if you're stealing from them. They're spiders, dude. Like you're not stealing from a spider. Yeah, they're there. So those eder caps are annoying. I think the spiders are even more so. Because they can like freaking teleport and stuff. They're these phase spiders. So annoying, dude. So I'm thinking. We have Asterion do Asterion things. Thought I'd be able to hide and shoot him again. That'd be really funny. Back-to-back sneak attacks. I dig it. I do plan to send him up there, but not just yet. Yeah, that's about right. Everybody failed too. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Coffee should be of drinkable temperature now. Oh, difficult terrain is all. I see. In that case... Oh, that's right. Let me check out these guys. I think, doesn't this guy have some kind of weakness to fire or whatever? What does Infested do? Ooh. Just definitely want to not be in webbed or poisoned. Good grief. Web walker, yes. Well, that makes sense. What the hell is an Ettercap anyway? Some strange humanoid arachnid monstrosity. Yeah. Accurate. Fire it is. Why is movement relevant? I shouldn't need to move. Yes, of course. Ah. I see, so he must have failed to save. Golly, that coffee's good. Immobile, got it. Yeah, that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. I might Misty Step it, honestly. It's not gonna be terribly effective the next fight. Let me think. I don't really need, honestly, second level spell slots for the next fight. I'm gonna have him get the hell out of there. Doesn't matter if you're immobile, you can still Misty Step. Dude, that's stupid. Like, I'm sorry, that's not how that works. Just putting that out there. As DM, I would rule that's fine. Bullshit, dude. Oh. No getting out of it, looks like. We have a second Ettercap joining the fray. Super. Him being bloodless is kind of a problem, in all honesty. I'm thinking don't really want to be in melee range with this guy.
Hope this ends well.
That's horrible. Alrighty then. I'm not using a concentration spell like Hunter's Mark when AC is so low, and to be useful my character needs to be up front. You know, in melee range essentially. Hunter's Mark is a great spell, especially for Paladin. I mean, come on, like additional damage? After you've already got access to, depending on your fighting style, a D8 or a D10. I mean, that's not nothing. Plus, freaking smites added to that. You can throw a Hunter's Mark in there too. Alright, alright. I really dig the Oath spells for Oath of Vengeance. Huge fan. But his AC is trash right now. Like, legit anything can hit him. So it would just be a wasted spell slot, which are precious at this point. I've only got 3. So I'm thinking, let's not do that. I'm going to try to get out of the web. Make sure she's also not in the web. Alright, that's Radiant. Oh, but she uses her intelligence modifier for Firebolt, which is freaking pointless. In fact, I'm going to swap that out for Spiritual Weapon, which is far more useful. Now I wonder. Probably got high dex, right? Yeah. Probably not going to use Sacred Fire on these guys. Lower con, but I mean that's still pretty decent con. That's a +2. Wait, what level are they? Level 3. But these dudes. Alright, they don't have any new abilities, I don't think. Also level 3. AC 14. AC 13. Okay, con save has a much better likelihood of actually hitting. Why would I do that? Perhaps not. Disadvantage. Yeah, that's about right. Fine. Do it anyway. Toll the Dead. Nice. Got him. Definitely Spiritual Weapon. Right freaking there. Boom. Hell yeah. It's perfect because it can't infest him because it's just a spiritual weapon. You can infest these nuts. Now, I don't think spiritual weapons have an opportunity attack. They don't. I don't realize how many resistances it's got. It's even got immunities. It's kind of cool. It's basically resistant to every damn thing. I think I'll move it right there. Then I'm gonna send her back here. Try to get her kind of out of sight, out of mind. Now I wonder, do I have line of sight on this guy? Can I hit him at all? I guess is the question. Outside normal range. Which means I would need to move up. To even be able to shoot at him. Damn. Well, so much for that. That's fine. It's unfortunate. I can still hit him though. Oh. Does he have longbow equipped? Yes. Very good. Well, 10 damage from range is not nothing. Moved forward, got in range, got a shot off. Now I'll retreat, like any good ranged character would. Maintain distance. Now tell me how a vampire can be poisoned. Vampire spawn, whatever. Should still have those, immunities, or at least resistance to poison damage, you know. Immunity to the condition poisoned. But what do I know? Damn, I just need to hit him. Just freaking once. There we go. Out of the stupid web. These dudes love their webs. Golly, they love debuffing this guy. Persistent D4. Yeah, I mean, like, he's not hitting anybody. You know what I mean? I don't want him in freaking melee range while he's essentially useless. 36% chance of hitting with disadvantage. It's not doing a damn thing. He might, honestly, be better off staying out of combat, but by the same token, oh, I'm pretty sure you need like a long rest to get rid of the bloodless condition. It's a hard fight coming up to deal with a debuff like that.
No hesitation.
Hit him anyway. That's pretty damn good. Do I want to use a healing potion on this? I don't know. Nah, I'll pass.
Let's end this.
I don't use a spell slot. I don't. Not yet. I want to save my spell slots for the fight with the damn spiders. So it's a pain in the ass. In what world would I attack my own spiritual weapon? Made the save. Now she might. If I can click on the shit. There you go. She's gotta stay alive. Let me see if I'm even in range of this guy. Oh, yeah. So what I'm gonna do. See if I can hide. Damn it. That's fine. Still got him though. Did a good chunk of damage. If I can kill that guy at range, that would be great. Honestly. And very much preferable. He doesn't seem to be too anxious to get up close, which is rather strange. Because that's where he's most effective. All he can do from back there is web me, which, I mean, doesn't do a whole lot. If there's no physical follow-up attack. I fucking... Dude. In what freaking world would I want to attack Army? The fact that there's no, like, undo function, it just royally pisses me off so much. Just wasted his entire turn by doing damage to my own guy, which I did not intend to do. Oh, the web. Crap, I gotta get everybody off that surface. I'm gonna just chug the rest of it. Need me some caffeine. I'm starting to be dumb over here. It's no bueno. Don't want any of that. It's blowing up my phone right now. Oh wait. Sorry, give me a second. I gotta get this. Thought that was important. It was not. Something I can't repeat on the stream. It's the guys just being the guys. Though I appreciated that. Yeah. Attack opportunity. Golly. Come on, caffeine. I need you. Oh, you know what? Get the hell out of here. And move a little farther back so I'm not, for some reason, in the freaking way for my other party members to walk out of there. See, I've touched on this before. In real, like, tabletop D&D, as long as basically the you can walk through the space of a friendly as long as they're willing to allow you to do so, basically. it goes like this. I want to move 30 feet that way, crossing over into Who's It space to do so. Hey, Who's It? Are you cool with that? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Boom, done. Like, that's how it is. For it to like be some impenetrable wall for your character to just simply not be able to pass through is just, that's stupid. It's so stupid. You know how easy it would be to fix that? Put an animation of the character that's like in the way, just going, kind of moving out of the way. It's not hard, guys. I just don't. It's so annoying. Maybe it's a little nitpicky. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love it so much. I put in assloads of hours into this game. That doesn't make it perfect. It very much deserves the whatever the best game award thing for the year that it came out. Nothing even came close. And it's a great game. Probably my favorite game to come out since... Shit, I don't even know. Witcher 3? Question mark? Yeah. Yeah, I would say this is probably my favorite game to come out since Witcher 3. I'll do some further thought on that, but as far as I can, as far as I know in the moment, yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. All right, let's toll the dead on Who's It's. I'm gonna get her the hell out of the fire. And yet she's burning anyway. Although, I mean, that makes sense. Bonus action. Should she? She can do a lot of things. Should she do anything? Because like I said, I'm trying to save spell slots for the bigger fight coming down the road. But you know what? Dude, I don't want to go into that fight with Yol having the bloodless condition. I'm thinking I'm gonna take a long rest before I do that fight. I changed my mind. That is not what I wanted to do. I don't need to worry about sneak attack because if I hit him, he's dead. Swap slot. That. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Going high. Some freaking how. I was unsuccessful. I wonder. There you go. No, he's probably going to be a target for the spider dudes, though. Guess not. Ouch. Oh boy. That's fine, buddy. Got something for that. Dude, really? Alrighty. Starting to get annoyed. I mean, a bad roll is a bad roll. Can't control that. But that's just annoying. That's really annoying. What's he taking damage from? Oh, fire. That's right. I'm gonna have spiritual weapon take care of him. Then move into range of who's it's.
I won't give in.
Alright,
Need to find a way forward.
alright, fine. I wonder. Hey, you know what? I got an idea. Not sure if this will work.
All right.
Ah, damn. I thought he was on the web. All that effort. That was pointless. Crap. It's fine. Balls. Oh, old girl's gotta heal. Who can she see? She can't see that guy without moving over here. I want her to keep her bonus action so that she can throw a healing word her way. Does she have line of sight on this asshole? Yes, but not enough range. Alright. She's just simply out of range. That's fine. Cure wounds on self.
This way.
Hmm. There we go. Oof. Wow, somebody missed finally. What about Alchemist's Fire? Let me look. I don't recall how much damage that does. If it's just D4. Explosion might do something. Perhaps. Yes, yes. Fire. 1d4. Persistent. 10 turns. On surface. Probably better chance of doing something with the fireball. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. hell out of the way.
Step by step.
He's entirely too close to the front lines. Not quite in range. Shame.
Very well. Should get started.
Nice. He can't get anywhere. I'll just have him stay put. Is there a way for me to go over there without freaking being on damn fire? Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Deadass spider. We got one more unfriendly, right? One more enemy combatant. Go ahead and move her behind him. What the hell's this staring at? Oh, he's up here like barely freaking clinging to life. Call that good. Wow. Damn. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Simple toxin, I think D4. Yeah. He needs a healing potion. Alright, he's up there now. How far? Okay. Not enough movement. Even if I go way over there. I don't want to get close enough to be able to do that though.
Striking distance.
How about here? Close. Oh, I see. Yeah, just simply not enough movement.
Choice but to keep
Okay.
going.
He might be able to though. Not dagger. Javelin.
Seems like the best way.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all he's got, okay. Spiritual weapon, can you, like, get freaking up there? So annoying. So spiritual weapons can fly, right? Ow. Real D&D, you could have them physically go up 20 feet, you know, so they're up to their maximum movement speed. Or their full movement speed, whatever, however you want to word that. Which would likely get them up that shit. But you can't do that here. I do understand. It's a video game. There's going to be certain physical limitations as to how a tabletop game translates to a video game. I get that. That's fine. Having him freaking go directly up, though, it's not hard. I don't understand. It's not hard, it's not game breaking, it's not like there's just simply no reason why that's not a functionality is kind of what I'm saying. I don't know. Is that nitpicky? Is that unfair?
Ready. On my way.
Hey, I'm in range. Hell yeah, dude. Forget it, Shadowheart. Over here doing almost max damage. That's what I'm freaking talking about, dude. Alright, let's maybe not stand in the freaking toxin. That'd be great. First of all, am I even in range? I'm not, so I can't get a sneak attack off on this guy regardless. Unless I'm willing to go way out here. I think instead, I like to get a pot shot off at him. Get him inside my range. There you go. That's what I'm freaking talking about. And then cutting action dash. Use my full movement speed to retreat behind cover. Alright, it's not ideal. I would like to have had him hidden at the end of his turn. But can always get what you want. Oh, he's only got 3 health. 3 HP. $50-50, I mean, I'll take that. Here you go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. We got through the encounter without too much trouble. I mean, we used, what, 2? 3 healing potions? Something like that. Stop being webbed on stuff. Give me my damn javelin. Alright. Yes, yes. This kind of stuff is in there. Word. Leather gloves. I don't need to be holding on to all this crap. Is this one empty? Oh, I guess it is. I can read, guys, I promise.
What's inside?
That's what I'm talking about. Give me some scrolls. Let's get this backpack. Okay, okay. Get my damn hand axe back. Camera. Alright, where did we come in? Alright, we came in over there. Let's backtrack now that we can you can pick up your gold. That's freaking funny, dude. Now that we know that, you know, these little silk cocoons actually have good stuff in them. Let's, like, you know, open them.
Something good here, I hope.
Why would you go around like that the dumbest possible way? Where is this other? Oh, it must be up. It's gotta be up here. But, hello. What is all this? It's not bad to keep on hand to put out water, but you don't need like a ton of it. You know what I mean? I'll take a cleaver. Sell it, whatever. It's a weapon. Not a great one. But a weapon nonetheless. What's up, dude?
What's on your mind?
Oh, I thought you'd have something interesting to say about, you know, where we're at. Oh, oh, oh. There you go. Damn it. Come on, man. Freaking killing me. Creepy. Why would you just why? 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 Ooh, something about the weave? Here we go. I'm definitely reading this in Gale's voice. Was this written by Gale? Gorion. Why do I know that name? Gorion, Gorion, Gorion. Elminster has a part in this game. And I didn't know until, you know, I kind of looked it up or whatever. He's got a excuse me, extensive past in D&D lore. Gorion. I don't recall off the top of my head. I I started playing at 5th edition. Um, Man, I wish I had started playing when I was younger. I really do. Because this is like, I had a hunger for D&D before I knew what D&D was. I was trying to create tabletop games and they were crappy. Um, in like junior high, before I even knew what a tabletop game was. I'd never been exposed to that. I was trying to come up with it myself, like purely organically. Which, thinking back, I mean, that's pretty amazing actually. But you know, kids, you're unburdened by limitations to their imagination, you know, and creativity and all that. And I just had this hunger for like consuming lore of nerdy crap, you know. And actually, about the time Fellowship of the Ring came out, the movie, um, yeah, and I kind of scratched that itch a little bit, and I kind of forgot about all that. I think if I had continued in that pursuit, I would have discovered D&D probably. You know what? Out of curiosity, I want to see when all the editions came out. I better tell you what edition that would have been. It's kind of a rabbit hole. Humor me. Oh my goodness, if I can spell edition. Wow, that was... And I used the wrong edition. Ooh. Guys, I need more coffee. That was bad. Oh, damn. I would have discovered D&D during 3.5. That's cool. It's funny to think back on, or to think about the hypotheticals. Really, all me and my main group of friends, and actually that's kind of where when we met was back then. The same group that I keep talking about playing D&D with. We've been friends since way back then. That's freaking funny, man. All that to say this, having started playing D&D at 5th edition, having almost no working knowledge of it prior to, I'm not super aware of really the lore that dates back. To previous editions. Yeah, I am aware of the whole spell, whatever spell plague. For example, I had no idea what the weave was until I played this game, you know? So basically, I have no idea who Gorian is. We can look him up. We have the internet. Why the hell not? I just went down a stupid rabbit hole that was meaningless. Let's see who Gorion is. Hmm. Ooh. Yikes. Alright. So, badass wizard dude. He's dead now. But he was a member of the Harpers during 14th century DR. I don't know what that means. um, no, I forget. Let me click on that. DR. Dale Reckoning. I see. Kind of like Shire Reckoning. Um, Lord of the Rings, I get it. So remember, the Harpers died a hot minute ago. He was an old man. He lived in Candlekeep. Raised a Bale spawn. Knowingly, unknowingly, don't know. So, I mean, he's a big player. He had parts to play in some sort of prophecy regarding godchildren. It's like demigods, I would assume. Or gods that took the form of a child. I don't know. That bears more, necessitates more delving into, but won't do that on stream. Oh. That's cool, okay. So this dude, Abdel Adrian, is ball spawn, I guess. Who he raised, essentially. Took someone that was basically destined to be evil, right? It's super evil at that. And raised him in such a manner to where he became a hero and a renowned ruler of Baldur's Gate. Looks like this was back in 2nd edition. That's cool, man. I'm absolutely going to leave that page open because I'm going to dive real deep into that. You guys don't know what you did. Ooh, love lore. You don't understand. Got a problem, guys. Anyway, let's keep reading this. Oh, they must be talking about his ward must be that dude. That is really cool. I love that reference. Now that I understand its significance in the lore of the Faerun and Sword Coast and all that. That's cool, man. That's real cool. Bloody Journal. Where you is? Here you are. Oh boy. A heavy chest. Don't mind if I do. Spider step. Boots. Don't recall what it does. Immune to and webbed. Alright. Looks like cloth. It's not armor. I'm gonna give this to Gale. Not Gale. Yol. Because he's gonna be trying to get in melee range. He's gonna be more likely to be getting in webbed and stuff. Have him wear that momentarily. Where the hell did it go? I thought I equipped it. I guess I did. Nice. I sure got a whole bunch of crap, man. We're gonna send this stuff to camp. I'm holding too much crap. I don't want to scroll through all of this. It's kind of ridiculous. Sorry, give me just a second, guys. Cleaning up the inventory is a bit of a task because much like chores in real life, I tend to put it off a little bit until it piles up instead of doing it a little bit at a time. Keep some daggers on me just in case I run out of crap to throw at these idiots. Then we'll definitely send the books. Don't need to be holding on to all of that. I never know what that's for. I'm just gonna send that to camp. I don't need that clogging up my inventory. Because when I'm looking for the thing that I want to find to throw at a bad guy, I don't want to wade through ass loads of books. You know what I mean? Dude, I am almost certain that this is a Lord of the Rings reference. Which, by the way, did y'all know? So I've been reading Fellowship, right? Which I discovered I hadn't read before. I thought I had. But I hadn't. Apparently I'd only read Two Towers and Return of the King. I had no clue. Oops, right? So with Fellowship, like, the movie, Gandalf's, fireworks and all that at Bilbo's birthday party, blah blah blah. And then, like, boom, next scene, Frodo's learning about the ring and they're leaving, right? Frodo and Bilbo share a birthday. Bilbo turned 111, or 111 as they call it, right? Frodo turned 33 same day. I know he looks like he's freaking 16 or something in the movie, but that's just, makeup, etc. Attempting to make him look younger than he should. Which, by the way, is lore accurate. But they give the impression with the transition between scenes and stuff that virtually no significant amount of time passed between the two events. But between Bilbo's disappearance and Frodo setting out on his journey, 17 years passed. So he's 33 at that birthday party, and he's 50 when he sets out with the ring on his mission to freaking destroy that shit, right? Or I guess he was just trying to get to Rivendell, really. Well, trying to get to Bree first, meet up with Gandalf. But, like, that's a prancing pony. It's just wild. That's about where I'm at. He's about to meet up with, I think Sam just joined the whole thing. Basically the scene of, is it secret, is it safe, he threw the ring in the fire, blah blah blah. and caught Sam eavesdropping. I just read that part. So they'll meet up with Merry and Pippin soon. I think next chapter. So that's where I'm at with that. But dude, I love it, man. I really love it. Tolkien is so incredible. I feel lost in his world when I read his books, and I just don't feel like that. Period. With any reading that I do, really. Um, College and high school before it, I guess junior high before that, school in general, really, really stole my love of reading. Because I've always had a love of reading. Um, when I was a kid, I like consumed the entirety of the library in my elementary school, where like animals and things that interested me at the time were concerned. Um, and school just nothing quite steals joy like the government. You know what I mean? Mm. So let me get into that. That's not what this channel's for. But yeah, man, it's been nice to rediscover my love for reading this year. Honestly, I thought it was gone. I really did. It took me a long time to get it back, but it feels good. Yeah, hold on to that. That's a lot cleaner. Yeah, that looks better. Did anybody pick up nonsense that should be sent to someone the heck else? Such as this. Scroll, scroll, scrolls. Why you gotta scroll, Shadowheart? What you doing? Feign death. Okay, cleric spell. Got it. Alright, fine. Let's check out what he's got. That's incredibly useful. At some point to not need to burn a, who's it's for it? Spell slot. Why is it staring at all this crap, man? Oh, that's right, he stole a bunch of crap.
Well, hello.
Oh, he's got like, good gloves equipped. Alright, let's get rid of these mundane ones, so I don't confuse the two and accidentally equip it. He's already got one of these. Send it to Will. Don't need a short bow. Got a long bow. Don't need a dagger. Send that to Yol in case he needs to throw some crap. Don't need mundane gloves on me. Confusing me about what I should have in my inventory. Or equipped, rather. Thieves' tools, trap disarm kits, arrows and poisons plenty. Yeah, something to help him jump. Good. Go, man.
Stop me yet.
Alright, we've cleaned up our inventory. That was bothering me. Tattered journal. What are we doing here? Spider stuff. Looks like some kind of necromantic Lolth worshipper chilled out here for a bit. answer. That's an interesting concept. I like it. My head hurts. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Might have had too much screen time today. I don't know. I'm trying to cut down on that. That was unpleasant. Alright. Get over it, right? Here we go. Gale got the hook up. I'll keep that just because of convenience, so that I don't forget that I have the damn thing. Is this where we... Oh, what's going on here? Is this where we just fought? Or is this where the giant ass spider's at? Alright, fine. Alright, keep your secrets then. Web covered journal. Ah. Where? Cool. Hey, speaking of experience. Damn, only a little bit past halfway. It's level 4. I should like to have been level 4 before being here, really. That's fine. Styrian, what are you doing? Whatever, everybody else can get a web. You're fine, I killed all the spiders. See. Is there items in the... Did not know that. Might just have to go destroy the other one too. Nice, found all these freaking healing potions. What I'm talking about, man. Spurred band. What is this? Momentum. Don't recall. Why not? Yay, more reading. Oh, this. I've read this before. Leave it on there long enough for you to pause and read it if you want. Shame. Goblin or not, child's still a child. See what's up here. Oh shit. I didn't realize we were that close. Okay. So that over there, that's the screen that we fight the big ass spider on. Alright. That's good to know. Pretty sure we've kind of gotten everything we needed to. I think we've explored rather thoroughly. Okay. What we'll do is we're to save. Because every time I turn around, somebody's trying to kill me in my sleep, or bang me, or bite my neck, or whatever. So yeah. Let's go to camp. Let me get those spell slots back. Yeah. It's a big fight. We need some, well, not big, but it's rather difficult. It's depending on the level, and etc. Go, dude. Freaking really? Alright, what's up, man?
There you are. I was just thinking about
Oh,
you.
easy there.
And
You see
that
what I mean?
delicious moment
Every time
we
I turn
shared
around,
the
somebody's
other
trying to
night.
have sex with my character.
The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the
refills,
others
so-
taste.
How the others taste. That's funny. I was getting tired of them anyway. Oh my gosh. I've never had this conversation in game before. This is funny as hell. Oh my gosh. I cooked earlier. The smell of garlic is like in my skin. Garlic is magic. Put it in everything you can, and more than double the quantity any recipe tells you to put it in. Just ladle that shit in there. It's good for you. It's real good for you. As Uncle would say, it helps in digestion. For real though, it's awesome. Garlic is one of the best things you can possibly consume. Ow. Oh, speaking of ow, sciatica is like 95% of the way kind of freaking healed. It's crazy. Not 90, that's probably overestimating, but like, dude, I can function. As long as I'm not... Right now, it seems like the thing that triggers it is bending forward for an extended period of time, and then when I stand back up is when I feel it. I can do side kicks for power now. I can't do turning kicks or roundhouses, as most of y'all know it as. With my left, which is the side that's been the problem. Can't do that as high as I normally can yet. And same thing with front snap kicks or front checking kicks or whatever you want to call it. I'm almost certain that I can't do any level of front rising kick with my left yet. But dude, it's healing. I feel better. Oh my gosh. It's been rough, but I'm feeling better. These exercises and this little ass pillow thing, this chair. Y'all can't see it obviously, but I'm sitting on it. It's been helping. It's been really helping. Not being too sedentary and all that, you know. Anyway. Yeah, let's do that.
Alas, it doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith, what in the hells would she taste like?
I'm not sure either of these dialogue choices are something you would say, but actually, there's always a little bit of me in any of my characters that I play. I love me some beer.
Yes. Heavens forbid we have an interesting conversation. Still, I am intrigued by the possibilities. Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to
What
take a
the-
bite from one of them,
What is this
who would it be?
conversation? Okay, so little thing about Yul. He's Oath of Vengeance. Basically, he's chaotic good. Ends justifies the means as long as the greater good is served. Essentially, is his morality alignment. So he's not some goody two shoes per se type of paladin. He's willing to get his hands dirty as long as the greater good is served and as long as the act that he's committing is not inherently evil. So I'm trying to decide how much he would truly entertain this thought experiment, right? I guess that's the first question to answer, right? Would he entertain this? I think he would humor him. I'm not sure he would pick any of these dialogue choices, though. So then what would be the closest to what he would say? There it is. Let's not be weird. Let's not be weird. Let's go with one.
No. Don't be disgusting. I just mean a sip of their blood. No
Disgusting.
mastication required.
Oh, that's funny as hell. Okay. Well, okay, no. So, Dragonborn is exotic race, right? Maybe he would be interested in Lysel. Can't imagine that would taste good, though. For some reason, it feels a little gay to pick a dude. Yeah, I don't know about. I don't know about all that. Let's do Shadowheart. Why not?
A
See what he
fine
says.
choice. She is enticing. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Easy, Tiger. Damn.
Nothing out there will taste as good as the alternatives. But I'll make do.
This guy.
Sweet dreams.
This is why he's my favorite character in the game. He's freaking funny as hell. The humor type, it's a sense of humor rather, it just freaking gets me, man. Alright, let's level Will up.
Well met. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. Let's make this happen.
Oh, easy there, don't be too eager.
Defender of
Shoot.
the people.
So I'm thinking of making him a Hexblade, since that's a new thing with the most recent update. In TOA, one of my buddies played as a Hexblade Warlock, and it was super badass. I generally find Warlocks to be underwhelming, but with him, it was really cool. Alright, so HP obviously. Warlock spell slot gain, which is one of the reasons why I find Warlocks underwhelming, is their whole spell slot system. 2 passives and a new spell. Alright. What spell? Oh, that crap is lame, dude. Yeah. We'll do that one. Hellish Rebuke. It's rather appropriate as well. Okay, Repelling Blast is always a good one. Get another. Oh, would you look at that. Yes sir. A damage boost and a push effect. It's Eldritch Blast, which is the bread and butter of any Warlock. I do believe that works just fine with me. And level 3. Health improved Warlock spells. Okay. And another passive spell. Cool, man. Gain access to second level spells. Okay. Now, psychic damage is not. It's not nothing. Very few things are resistant against that. I really like the idea of him having a bunch of fire spells, though, honestly. Or even Feeblement. It's an attack roll. That's actually, I mean, that's not bad. Misty Step Mirror Image. I feel something that might increase his AC wouldn't be a bad idea. Mirror image, I might go with that actually. You know what? I mean, Cloud Daggers might not be so bad. I don't know. Another complaint I have about Warlocks and Rangers is that you can't just like change your spells. Like, what is that crap? It's just dumb. You can only do that on level up. Let's do that. I think that'll work.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Let's put Asterion back in our thing. Oh. Before that, let's level up Lysel. Which is already level 3. Okay, let's put Asterion
Need
back in our
something?
party.
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two, I prefer to travel in smaller groups. Well, in that case, I'm all yours.
Literally everything out of his mouth is like sexually charged. It cracks me up, dude. I think what we'll do is we'll long rest and we'll do this fight. And if it takes us past midnight, it takes us past midnight. I had my coffee a little later. I'm not like struggling here. To stay awake, I mean, so let's do this. Alright, we need 7. Hi, what the? Oh, auto select. Don't do that. Can I not? Okay, so I need 3 and a 4. Alright, no one try to murder me in my sleep, please. Thank you. Should no longer be bloodless. There we go. Then Astarion's also no longer happy. Kind of a bummer, but it's alright. Okay. Let's leave camp. Now I believe the way towards these assholes is over here. Oh Oh, you can't see the big ass spider? Because they're trying to surprise you with it as you get closer. That's funny.
How delicious.
Okay. Well, let's save. And then I'm gonna have him split and hide.
Just like old times.
Doesn't seem as though I can go that far. Hmm. Okay. Can I get one of the little ones? Again. Let's have normal range. Looks like the best thing would be to attack a web that he's on. Alright, I think that might be what I'll do.
Never a dull moment.
Alright. Let's get everybody closer in combat.
Out of sight, out of mind. At the ready.
Get him the hell back here. Oh, wait. AC's 13. But mage armor gives 13 plus dex. I would say it's still worth it. Oh, I can get the spell slot back. That's right. I always forget about arcane recovery. Okay, let's hide.
There's no time to waste. Calm and quiet, that's the way.
I like that animation. Good attention to detail, I dig it. Okay, I think we'll leave her back here.
Time to kill.
We'll save just in case I do something like really stupid that I don't mean to do. Gosh, I don't want to just like waste this opportunity. they have any kind of like BS that you know about. Don't look that way. Alright. Okay. Keep things simple for this first turn. With the stereo. I mean, that's not great, you know.
Several times.
I speak,
These things
they
hit,
burn.
In what world would I be trying to do that, dude? Two. It's not 0. It's not 1. I guess I'll take it.
Can't afford to let up.
Oh crap, dude, they freaking hit her hard, man. Kills himself.
Take you.
Spiritual weapon. All up in your business.
Got to focus.
Still breathing, despite everything. Blood follows me everywhere.
That's about right. One turn. Prefer to save channel oath for probably vow of enmity. Shove him off the ledge. Did you take fall damage? Can't be that lucky, can I? These little bastards. Don't do a lot of damage, but they can all teleport. The action economy of their numbers is enough to be extremely annoying. And potentially overwhelming. Excellent. Worked out way better than I expected.
No trace.
Only applies to Yol. And now my spiritual weapon is tied up, attacking fodder.
Can't give up.
resistance to physical. Crap, man. I don't have another fire arrow. Poison's not gonna do a damn thing against a freaking poisonous spider. It's too far for Asterian's range. Damn. He's not gonna be able to. Might as well just shoot him. Damn. How is he doing all this damage? He's doing like crazy amounts of damage. Far more than he should be, right? He's doing poison damage for no reason. It's fine with me. Taking all kinds of random buffs and bullshit. It's about time something works in my favor.
We'll do it my way.
Why? Can I do it from right here? Yes. But of course I miss. That's fine. We'll keep him right there, honestly. That's okay. Let him continue working on these spiderlings, which is kind of annoying to have to waste this turn to such a degree. Nice. That's one of them down. Oh, that's it. That's not great.
Still on my feet.
Oh, wait.
Can't give up.
Yeah, let's like get her out of the freaking poison.
Time to push my luck again.
Dude, really? Yol is just useless right here. He's hung up on action economy, can't move without taking multiple attacks of opportunity. He's stuck. He's gotta deal with these idiots. Ah, man, that's rough. But I mean, he wouldn't be too useful in the fight anyway. Nothing is staying in melee range, so I guess this is his purpose for the fight. That's fine, I suppose. It's not bad, he only got hit once. Oh, that's right, he can attack twice. Look at that. Dodging stuff. Making saves. What is this? almost getting his ass kicked.
Take two.
That's not gonna do much.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Five in that. Golly. Alright. That's all I can do. Oh boy, more. Excellent. That's right. Oh shit. Super.
On my way. Let's have a little fun.
That's about right. Most guys like that. Alright.
Time to meet your maker.
Whittling down his HP.
Take two.
She's done with her spell slots and she's got his preserve life or whatever.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
It would take so many attacks of opportunity. That'd be crazy. Goodness. Still didn't kill any of them. Wonderful. Yikes, man. Holy crap. Wow, so I mean this isn't going well at all, guys. What the hell are these enemies? Oh, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Big Bad is level 5. What this do? Level 3, I mean action economy alone. Like, you're completely buried. This is unwinnable at this level. Need to come back for it. Damn. We were doing so well for a bit there. Oh, bummer. Maybe only one up is Asterion. He'll die from persistent poison damage. Having to waste waste this turn just to heal enough to stay alive, to take the damage, and now being the sole focus from all like 50,000 of their stupid attacks. This could have gone better. Got in a couple good hits. Dropping the big old spider down, taking out some webs, dealing good fall damage. That was good. Took out one of the big face spiders, but the other is just chilling there. With plenty of health. And the matriarch spider is just sending ass loads of these little dudes, which don't do a lot of damage, but I mean surrounding your character with 10 attacks. AC can only be so useful. You're gonna get hit by something, you know. It's guaranteed damage every round. Damn. Yep, that's all there is to it. I need to be higher level for this fight. There's no way. Level 3. And I knew as much. I wanted to be a higher level. Wish it hadn't, wasted a long rest on it though. Okay. So now we know. There's no way we're surviving that fight. Womp, womp. Alright. So we'll just go back up to the surface and continue on, and we'll just have to come back to the face spider fight. Not face spider, matriarch spider fight. Damn, I'm getting tired. Oh, look at that. It's about quitting time. Okie dokie, let's get the hell up on out of here. We can get some good stuff down there on the lower floor, and that's fine.
Does this count as adventuring?
We'll have to come back for it.
This can be so boring.
What comes now?
Let's get going.
Alright. So we know that we're coming back for... Yes, we're coming back for this fight. And we are... so we need to make sure that we're at a higher level for this one. For, for the hag. I believe that's about it. At this point, that has proven to be too much for us. Definitely want to be level 5 before we do this stuff that Karlach sends us on. But at the same time, like, we gotta get a, experience from somewhere. Yes, the swamp is down there. This progresses the story. The crash is going to be we need to be a higher level for that. That's a freaking hard fight. no good options. Let's see if we can re-outfit our party. Then I'll think about the best step to take next.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't seem to trouble you a jot.
What good would it do for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
Let me in, thank you. Alright, so let's find old dude. This little hobbit over here. Halfling, whatever. Sell some stuff.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
I know I'm not the only one in need, I'm just the only one doing anything. Okay, now what build am I doing Karlak? Is she gonna be a throwing machine? Hey puppy, what's up? You go up? Alright. Alright, well I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let the dog out. Only thing I was gonna do before kinda calling it a night was this. Sneeze coming. Try to mute the mic for you. Only thing I was gonna do before calling it a night was just shop, essentially. Try to outfit the group a little better. So I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and we'll save it here. We'll pick up here next time. Gotta let the dog out and do some stuff. But you know, I had fun tonight. I hope you guys did too. Got absolutely wrecked by those stupid spiders. That's alright. Got a little bit of experience making our way to them. Got some items. You know what, I'll take it. Kind of wasted a long rest, which I'm not super happy about, but we'll find more foodstuffs. And we have like, what, 6 supply packs? So I mean, that's 3 rests right there, guaranteed. We're making pretty decent progress. I gotta figure out where we're going, who we're fighting next, essentially. Because it seems as though everything that we have encountered already we've either killed or it's too powerful for us at this level. I think maybe level 4 we can come back and deal with the spiders. But it's the action economy. Not having extra attack is an insane liability. But yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. I sure did. Whether I was getting my ass kicked or not, it was fun for me. So I just hope it was the same for you guys. If you like what you saw, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, of course. I believe, what is this? This Tuesday. I'll I'll definitely stream this weekend. I don't know what day though, or what night, right? I'll try to shoot for Friday. Might be Saturday though. I think that should be about it. But yep, if you've stuck it out with me through the whole stream, I appreciate it. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for your continued support. If you're a new viewer, special welcome to you. And I guess we all got to worry about work in the morning. So y'all try to get some sleep. Y'all be good rest of the week. And see you this weekend.